is Sports
Circumference.
Welcome to Sports Circumference, the only sports network that covers all 360 degrees of sports everywhere. I'm your host, Chuck Downfield, and this is my co-host, Matt Donald.
Tonight on Sports Circumference, we will be covering the BCS Bowl Championship Series versus the potential game changer of a system called the playoff system. And you can find this only on Sports Circumference. Welcome back to Sports Circumference. Tonight, on this special edition, we will weigh in the BCS versus the playoff system. Even though the BCS has only produced one shared national title, there have been many teams cheated out, and throughout its lifespan has produced much controversy.
Since its inception in 1997, the BCS pits two of the best college football teams against one another, while allowing several other teams to play in front of a national audience in a postseason bowl game.
The BCS chooses the two top teams based upon many factors, one of which includes the coaches poll, the Associated Press poll, and the computer-generated rankings. Strength of schedule, quality wins, and record are all weighed into this computer ranking. The three polls combine to make up what is known as the BCS rankings. After the regular season ends and all conference championships are played, the two top teams in the BCS rankings play for the national championship. And now we bring in our two special guests, Daryl and Shirley Wright, two highly renowned college football experts and longtime Sports Circumference analysts.
And for our first guest, we have Mr. Daryl.
What? My name's not Daryl, it's Darrell, like Darrell Dale. What you smoking?
I'm sorry, Mr. Deal.
My last name ain't Deal, man. I ain't got no last name. I'm too good for a last name, man.
Mr. Daryl, Darrell.
My name's Darrell.
I'm sorry, Mr. Darrell. The first question is, you've heard about this controversy brought on by the BCS system. What is your view on this?
Well, I like to look at it this way. I get millions of dollars because my company endorses in each and every bowl game that we can get our hands on. Alright? So, each team out there, it should be number 1 versus number 2, right? For the championship. Okay? Well, we can't all have 16, 18, whatever, how many teams in a tournament play each other. There's just too many teams in college football, alright? So we're just going to have 2 teams that play for the national championship, and each other team gets to play in a big bowl game, and they get millions of dollars to the schools, alright? So don't cry about it if you don't get in the championship game. You get millions of dollars to your school for a small bowl game. That's my view.
I would thank you, Mr. Darrell.
Okay, now we have Mr. Wright with us.
Whoa. First of all, my name is Shirley Wright, because I'm always right.
Okay, with that being said, Mr. Shirley Wright, apparently you have an opinion that differs from Mr. Darrell, so we'd like to hear what you have to say on this topic.
Well, first of all, Darrell's stupid. Just throwing that out there, because I don't think it's fair that, his little team, or whatever he wants to call it, just because they make millions of dollars every year, gets the automatic first place vote. People don't see it like that, but in reality, that's how it works, because if you're the most popular, you're always going to get in. And you know what? My team might not be that popular, but my team can whoop their team any day of the week. And so I don't think it's right that they get that automatic bid. I think we should have a 4 or an 8 or a 16 or however many teams you want to play in a little playoff and let them battle it out on the field and not let the fans decide. Because the fans, like Daryl, are stupid.
Okay, thank you for your colorful opinion.
No problem.
And Shirley, we stay with you for this next question. Chuck has another question for you.
So Shirley, how would you go about transitioning into this playoff system? Would it be easy, or would it take a few years to get going?
Well, Chuck, my view on that is you could start out with a 4-team playoff system, and instead of waiting 2.5, 3 months to play the national championship, you could start it right after the conference championship. And, it wouldn't be that hard. Eventually, though, in a couple years, you could go up to 8 teams and then 16 teams, and you could have all 11 conference championships play with 5 seeds at large. And then you just pit the first and the last, and it wouldn't be that hard. It would not take 2 months. It would not stretch out the season. and you could just have, each team play once a week, and, for a 4 team, that'd just be 1 month. And if you think about the money thing, as Daryl said, he gets a bunch of money from this. If you get the money from 4 national championships, actually 4 teams playing in a national championship 4 weeks in a row, think of how much money that's going to be. You're going to get a lot more money, and you're going to have more money to sell whatever you sell. Not saying it's drugs, but yeah, it's probably. So that's just my view on it.
Hey man, you just been jealous ever since we got out of high school. I got out and made some bank while you went sat around your lazy butt and did nothing, man.
Dude, you know what? You're just jealous because I stole your girlfriend.
That's a sucker. You're going down, right?
Oh!
Okay, I guess that's it for now. So.
Join us next time on Sports Circumference. And for now, I'm Mac Donalds, and this is Chuck Downfield signing off. That's a wrap.